Hi, this is Tony Holland, founder and CEO of Global Premier Benefits. I'm here today with the man, Joe Gray. What's up, Joe?
What's up, Tony?
How are you, man?
How you doing?
Glad to have you here today.
Good to be here.
I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I'm going to tell you, I know we've known each other a few years, and the things you're doing, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, you had one of your best years ever. I mean, and your story is just amazing. And I'm just so thankful that the good Lord brought us together because it's been a true blessing for both of us.
Same here.
So, Joe, where are you originally from?
Originally, I'm from Massachusetts.
Okay.
But then I moved around a few states down the East Coast and then ended up in Chicago for the past 26 years. And then now I'm in the lovely state of North Carolina.
North Carolina, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big transition from
Big
Chicago.
transition.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice.
So I remember when we first came in touch with each other. I think it was Everett Fonet. Introduced you to me. And I remember you called me up and asked me some questions. You say, do I have your permission to come out to your office because I want to see if this thing is real? And you actually drove from Chicago all the way to Baltimore.
No, I actually flew. I flew down.
You flew? Okay, I thought you
flew
drove.
down.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you flew. So
down.
go ahead and tell that story. I'll let you go ahead and tell it.
Yeah, we were coming to watching your meetings every Monday, and I was like, Everett, let's go down and see this thing is really real. Everett's schedule's kind of tied up. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to make the trip, So I came down and actually missed the meeting because I got lost. But, I got down there, and luckily you had to come back to the office. And I tell the story, I said, Tony came back to the office. He was on his way to go coach a football game, but he actually sat there and talked to me for at least 2 hours and showed me, around the office, really motivated me to really get into this business and go forward with it. And I definitely appreciated that. And I'll cherish that forever, man. Just to take that time just to work with somebody who was new to the business and didn't really understand, was trying to make sure that this was really as real as it was looking as on the TV screen. So, I definitely appreciate that.
So everybody's been blue skied. I think for you wanted to make sure you could touch it, feel it, smell it, make sure it was legit.
Exactly.
Because if you were going to go all in, you want to make sure that was right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I do you remember me getting on you, though, right?
Yes, indeed.
What was that all about?
I appreciate it because it helps you stay motivated,
I was chewing on you
when you're
before
not,
you got started, remember?
Yep.
What you doing?
Didn't think I was going to make it.
Okay.
I said, I'm going to show him.
Okay.
I'll show him. Okay. Proof is in the pudding, as they say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it motivated you. And I'm going to tell you, it was impressive because I got on you. And you go, you'll see.
Yeah.
November 1, you finally got rolling in AEP. And you finished in the top 10 in the country with only half of AEP. Yeah. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome job.
I had a great mentor, in Everett Fonet and the Chicago team. And again, under your leadership, it was just, something I really needed to help me to really focus on this business and just go forward and pursue. And I'm so blessed that I did.
Wow. Yeah. So how did you get into did you go to college?
No.
Didn't go to
college degree.
Okay. No college degree. Okay.
Nope.
Do you need a college degree in this business?
No, you do not.
Isn't that amazing? You can be in a business. You don't need a college degree and make more than doctors and lawyers make.
Yes, you can.
They go through all that education. Nothing wrong with a great education.
Right.
You don't need it in this business.
Right. But I think life sometimes is your personal college just as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So how did you get into insurance? Like, what did you do before you got into this business?
Actually, I was in social services for a number of years.
You were a social worker?
Yep, social worker. From Massachusetts down to some of the states down the Eastern Coast, and finally moved to Chicago. And I was an associate director for a civil rights program that's back there.
Right.
Did that for about 8 years, and I was actually referring people to insurance companies for employment.
Really?
And I actually got downsized, and after a month, I sat there and said, "Wait a minute." I was teaching people to turn over a new leaf and start something new, and I wasn't taking my own advice. So I reached out to one of the insurance companies. They brought me in, gave me a temporary license. It was a debit company for those old debit people out there. And did that for a few months, and then went to another company doing just straight life insurance, and came across and met Everett, and he'll tell the story that he saw me just dialing for dollars, trying to get someone to answer the phone. And he said, "Hey, come take a look at the healthcare side on Medicare." I said, I don't have time to learn all those A, B, C's, and D's and all this and that, like some agents do.
Right.
But once I did make that transition over, I saw my first client. Everett was a great mentor. I came to him and said, hey, man, I'm all in. And he kind of took me from there and showed me the ropes, and here I am today. Never looked back.
I heard it was a story that when you first started, I didn't know this till after the fact, but you had a little bit of money in your bank account. How much money did you have in your bank account?
Man, it was rough. Dialing for dollars. I tell the story. If you're a married man and
right.
You got a spouse at home and you have to have that realization that when you look at your bank account, you've only got $38.60
$38.60
to
That's
my
all you
name.
had in your bank account.
That was all I had in my bank account.
Wow.
And I prayed the Lord, this has got to work. I actually applied for a job at a local grocery store as a stock boy, and they told me I was overqualified.
Wow.
And at that point, I said, you know what? I have to make this insurance thing work.
Wow.
I have to do it. And like I said, it's just been a blessing.
Tell me what happened
since.
From $38 to
just
making more money than you could ever dream about.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me how that happened.
Just doing straight life insurance, trying to find it's a hustle.
Right.
You're calling people. You're getting all these no's, and our mentors are always telling us, all you need is that one yes.
Yes.
All you need is that one yes. That one yes is going to come. I was told find your niche. You're collecting unemployment, things like that,
right.
and money just gets tight.
Yeah.
Bills. You got mortgage. You got kids. You got things that are happening. But I had to.
So you fell into a rut.
And I had to draw a line in the sand and say, hey, I got to make this thing work.
How did you get out of that rut? From $38 in your bank account, trying to make ends meet, can't even get a job to,
stock shelves. Yeah.
To being top six-figure earner,
yeah.
6 figures in renewals.
Yeah.
I mean, how did that happen? I mean, you're a success story.
Yeah.
I mean, no college degree,
yep.
$38, trying to get a hustle going,
yep.
got into Medicare, boom, and it took off. How did that happen?
I got gazelle focused.
Okay. What's that?
And I just went straight forward. I blocked out all distractions.
Right.
Kept my focus on with the Medicare business. We're educators.
Right.
And once I learned that we're educating folks.
Right. Not selling.
We're not selling.
Right.
And once is my philosophy is people don't buy what they don't understand. And if I can help you understand how your insurance works for you, I'm not selling you anything. I never ask you to pull out your checkbook or credit cards. But as I help you understand how your insurance works, now that person has a better understanding. They're more comfortable, which kind of leads to referrals. And we all love referrals in this business. If you're able to help someone, get what they necessarily need, the doors and God's going to bless you to give you what you need just as well. So
you really love Medicare.
I love this business.
Why? Share what it does for your clients, the product itself. Because I was a life guy like you, and I know there's a lot of life guys watching this now that are scared of Medicare, as I was. I don't want to get in that mess. I don't want to deal with that. I deal with the acronyms and a Quimby and a Slimby. I thought that was some kind of rap group out of Detroit.
Right.
What is all that mess about? Why Medicare? What does the product do for especially Medicare Advantage? What does it do for the client?
Well, again, coming from a social service background, I was into helping people find resources, find what's best suited for them.
Right.
And this was just an easy transition for me to come over into the insurance industry because, in one sense, it's almost like case management all over again.
Yes.
We just get paid a little bit better. We're still helping people.
A little bit more than a little bit better, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, you do social work, but make a 6-figure income.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty impressive.
But it's all about helping people.
Yes.
And when I started learning more about this Medicare and Medicare Advantage, I saw the benefits that people are getting that they weren't getting, and how it affects their lives, and from dental to hearing to free gym memberships to every year it's progressing, more and more benefits, and people are loving it.
Yes,
you got all these baby boomers that are now coming out, turning 65. Would say 10,000 people turn 65 every day. Yeah. So those people need help.
Yes, they do.
They don't know, and you can Google stuff, but you still may not have that full understanding, and that's where we come into play, where we can sit down, fully educate someone on how their insurance works, how the Medicare system works, and you build that relationship with someone, and it's just a great feeling.
That's awesome. I mean, you're really changing and saving lives.
Right.
Do you have a specific situation, a client that you've done that for, that was that indication you were in the right business, that moved you? Do you have an example of that?
Well, I think that there's so many of them.
One specific
where you're. I think I had a client who, they were working, recently turned 65, and someone came and just put them on a plan where they were paying almost $300-$400 a month, and now they're going onto a fixed income.
Right.
And they were asking me, how am I going to do this? I didn't know what I was doing. I would just sign up for something because I had to have something.
Right.
And when I met the person, we were able to sit down and do the full analysis with them, find out what they need, what was important to them, and then kind of show them like a Medicare Advantage plan.
Right.
Which had like a 0 monthly premium. So now you're putting money back into your pocket.
Wow.
Those plans.
Zero premium.
Love
that.
The plan that they had previously didn't have any extra benefits. So I can show them, hey, we got dental for you.
Wow.
We got this and that for you, vision and hearing and so on and so forth.
So they got way more benefits with zero premium.
Yeah. Huge. And they were like, oh my gosh, why didn't they tell me this before?
Right.
And it's a great feeling when you're helping a person and they literally are either crying, want to hug you, or they're getting on the phone and say, get over here right now, come meet this insurance guy. He needs to give you the same thing I just got. And it's a great feeling.
Yes, it is.
It's a great feeling.
So I love what you shared about being a social worker and making a difference in people's lives. And I know this business has done so much for you where you came from.
Yeah.
And because I know that, living out of a van, going through the struggles in life, I think that's why I relate to a lot of people, because I've been there, a struggle. And I know you have. Mm-hmm. But that story, the Disney World story, can you share that? When I heard that story, I mean, it brought tears to my eyes, knowing where you came from. Can you share that story?
Well, a lot of that came from you because, in your meetings, you always say you got to make yourself a vision board. Make yourself a vision board. And
what's a vision board?
And, you got to put it up on the wall. Make it plain. What do you want? What is it that what are your goals?
Right.
And to me, it was like, I don't need that board. I got it all up here in my head.
Right.
But then I finally said, you know what? I'm going to actually do this board just for a focal point. And I put Disney up on there. And to be blessed with this business, to take, just one renewal check from one company that was just my monthly renewal and pay for flights.
One monthly
renewal check.
Not 12 months.
Just one.
Not 3 months. One renewal check.
Yeah, from one company.
From one company.
Right.
We got multiple ones, but for one company, one check for 1 month.
Yeah, and to be able to purchase, plane tickets, rent a car for my son and the family. My mom came with us. We went to Disney World. We went to the Universal Studios.
Yes.
They didn't pay for a single dime for not even a stick of
paid for everything.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. We went shopping at the outlet malls down there. My son missed his flight. I gave my credit cards. Hey,
take care of it.
Take care of it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All from one check. And my wife's like, what are you doing? Like, we've been blessed.
Yes,
it was a blessing. So
that's a beautiful gift to pay it for. I know you just took your mom to New Orleans too.
Yes, I did.
That's awesome.
For Mardi Gras the first time, and she had a ball.
Yeah. I know your mom's proud of you, man.
Yeah, she is. Very.
By the way, thank you for all those pictures.
Yes,
I cherish those. Your Disney World pictures. The picture of the house.
I remember.
I got your house, man.
Yeah, we were in.
Tell them about the new house.
We were in Mexico, and you pulled up and said, "This is the house that you told me you were going to get."
Yeah,
and I was like, this guy still's got the picture of the house.
I got the
from
picture
over
of your house.
From over a year ago.
Disney.
Yep.
Because what I believe is, your dreams become my dreams.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me, Tony, why? I mean, you're set for life. Your children and grandchildren, when you have them one day. I mean, You got generational wealth. What are you doing? What you're doing? Most people are cash out and buy the yacht and buy the island and disappear. I'm like, I want to pay it forward.
Yeah.
I want to be like Moses.
Right.
I want to lead people to the promised land, but we're not going to spend 40 years though. We're going to get there in the 2 weeks time period that we could. I want to get there quick. So that's been a blessing for me, and I just want to thank you for all you've done and the leadership you bring. You're a true man of your word. Your work ethic's unbelievable. My next question to you is this, because you brought it. Everett's done an incredible job as well as part of your mentorship. But what specifically has Global Premier Benefits done in terms of helping you as an agent and now as one of the largest general agencies in the country in terms of building your team? Can you share a little bit about that?
What Global has done for me, man, you guys, you just, I don't know if I could put it all into words, but you have really taught me how to be a better man, a better spouse, a better husband to my wife rather, grandfather. It taught me how to be more responsible. Global's done a lot for me to learn about business,
right?
How to work with people, how to train people, how to mentorship folks. Following just your blueprint.
Right.
And I say to anyone out there who comes to be a part of Global, follow the blueprint. It is not as hard, it's not as complicated, and you can be blessed just as well. But Global has meant a whole lot to me and my family. My wife simply adores you and your wife.
Thank you.
But
we adore her, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. But it has been a true blessing just to be a part of this global brand, and looking forward to, moving on in the future just as well and growing with the company.
Okay. Yeah. So as we come to a close, you've done an excellent job, and I thank you for sharing from the heart. I can see the passion in your eyes, and something I enjoy about you and rest of the team, especially with Everett's organization. It's pretty incredible. You guys are amazing people. We've talked a lot about paying it forward. I know someone's watching right now. Yeah. That is in that predicament that you were in. $38 in a bank account, in a dead end job, or maybe can't get even a job stocking shelves.
Yep.
No college degree.
Nope.
Want to do what's right for their family, their wife, their kids. They want to leave that legacy that you've started. They want the new house. You got the new house.
Yep.
They want to take their family to a special vacation, all expense paid. I want you to speak to them at this moment, because I know there's someone watching now and they go, that's me.
Yeah.
Speak to them. What advice or wisdom can you shed upon them?
I would say, first of all, be direct about what you want. If you're an insurance agent in this business, if you want to get in this business, get your license, be direct about it. Just be gazelle focused when you get it and committed to it. This is a great business, recession proof. You see a lot of folks are getting laid off and downsized like I did, and you're looking for a new career, looking for things to do. This is a great business to be in, because you are going to not just help folks, but you're going to make a great living just as well.
Yes.
Like I said, I was told early on, find your niche. This became my niche.
Yes.
In the Medicare field. I do other services also just as well, but the Medicare is my specialty. It's almost like my baby. It's my go-to. It's like, this is it. But I would say find your niche. And if it's in the Medicare arena, stay focused.
Yes.
Stay committed to helping your clients, because the rewards are going to benefit you and your family tremendously.
Wow.
Tremendously. So come join us.
Yes.
Come join us.
Well, let's say if I'm an agent, I'm watching this. I like what you have to share. I know you're doing big things in the Carolinas, but you have team members all across the country.
Right.
How can they get in touch with you? I want to talk to Joe, and I want to talk to him now, like today. How do I get a hold of you?
Well, again, my name of my company is Grays Way Incorporated.
Okay.
We are now based in North Carolina.
Okay.
They can always reach me directly on my cell phone number at 773-297-1702.
Okay.
Or you can reach me by email at grayswayinc@gmail.com.
Wonderful.
Hit me on Facebook at Graysway Inc. Is my Facebook page as well.
Okay.
Or
you got a website
Instagram
too, right?
And my website,
okay.
Graysway Inc.
Okay.
.com.
And you said you're on Instagram too.
Instagram also.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. Well, listen, man, you've been a blessing. You really have.
Thanks.
And you're why I do what I do.
Good.
You know, paying that forward.
Good. Seeing
you live out your dreams. And I'm talking to people that are watching us now. There's still hope.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're 20 years old or you're 80 years old.
Definitely.
Getting in this business within a year or two, you can truly change your life. I used to tell people this in speeches that one stroke of God's favor can make up for 30, 40 years of mistakes.
True.
You know, God led you in this direction. It brought us together. And I'm so thankful that we met. I'm so thankful you flew out to Baltimore. You wanted to touch me and make sure it was real. I'm so thankful, man, because of what you brought to the table and the lives now that you've changed, that you're now paying it forward and you're willing to help and change people's lives. That's what it's all about. That's why God has us here, is to serve others and make a difference in the world. So I want to thank you for doing that. Thank you for living out our mission statement about changing and saving lives for the better. I want to thank you. You did an awesome job. Thank you for joining us today. You've been a true blessing. Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you, sir.
All right. God bless you.
All right.
Thank you.